everyone, this is Anne-Marie from Alma Surfside. Thank you so much for joining me for another beading tutorial. I hope that everyone is doing well. For those of you who don't know me, I have an Etsy shop where I sell handmade surf and beach-inspired jewelry, and my shop is called Alma Surfside. And I also have an Instagram account, which is Alma Surfside 7. So if you want to keep up with my latest work, be sure to check out the links in the description box down below. And for today's beading tutorial, we're going to be going over a necklace that I made. And it's a very simple, very easy pattern to do. And I think it's a very classic design. It's basically a twin 2-hole bead framed by Miyuki delica beads, as well as Czech No. 2 bugle beads. So you can see the color combination that I've used here is, very feminine and very elegant, I think, with the metallic and the pink. Okay, so in terms of beading supplies, what you're going to need today is fire line, and I always go with 6 pound or 0.006 inches. Okay, and in the first bead pile there on the left hand side of my mat, you see twin 2-hole beads, and these are opaque, dark pink, and they're dyed. Okay, so again, twin 2-hole beads. That's what they look like. In the next pile on my mat, the second pile, are Miyuki delicas. And these are size 11 or 11/0s in white pearl. Okay, and the brand I used for this project is Bead Treasures. In the next pile, the third pile there on my mat, are more Miyuki delicas. And again, the same size, and the color that I've used for these is Duracoat, Opaque, Dyed Pink, Ceylon. Okay, so that's what they look like. In the fourth pile there on my mat, under size 11s, you see clear beads, and these are by Toho. So 11/0 clears. Okay, in the next pile there, under 15/0s, are clear beads as well. And I've only included those for the closure. Okay, so size 15s in clear, again, just for the loop at the end of the project. Okay, so you don't need a lot of those. And in the very last pile there on the far right hand side of my mat, under Czech No. 2s, are bugle beads. Okay, and these are crystal silver lined. Again, Czech No. 2 bugles. Okay, that's what they look like. In addition to your beading materials, you're also going to need a lobster claw for the closure. Okay, and I've chosen silver because I've used silver bugle beads. And you'll also need 2 jump rings. Okay. In terms of tools, it's helpful to have flat nose pliers just to work with the jump rings at the very end of the project. And it's also good to have a pair of scissors on hand so that you can cut your fire line as you run out. Okay. The beading needle that I'm using today, I thought it would be good to actually mention it because I haven't done that in my previous videos, but I'm using size number 12, and these are by Beadsmith. I actually got these at Hobby Lobby. I couldn't believe the price. They were $2.50, and then I got 50% off, so they were a steal. And they're very good to work with smaller beads, like size 15s or the delicas. Like, they go through very quickly and easily. So I thought I would give a shout out to Beadsmith for creating very nice needles. Anyways, I want you to gather all your materials and let's get started. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've cut an arm's length worth of fire line, and I've attached my beading needle. And I'm going to start off the project by picking up one of my delicas in white, another one in pink, another one in white, and one of my twin 2-hole beads. Okay, so that's what you want to have on your needle: white, pink, white, and a twin 2-hole bead. And push those down on your thread. As always, you're going to leave a bit of a tail at the end of your project, about 6 to 10 inches, just so that you can finish it off at the end. I'm going to take my beading needle and insert it through the very first white delica right here and pull on my thread. Okay, so I want you to go through the pink delica in the center and the white delica as well, okay, on the far right hand side of your twin 2-hole bead. And then you can go down the very first hole on the left hand side of the twin 2-hole bead right here. And then put your needle up the second hole, which is on the right hand side of your twin 2-hole bead. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to pick up one white delica, one pink delica, and another white one. Okay, so you want to have 3 beads there on your needle. And you're going to go through the opposite side of that second hole there on the right hand side and pull in your thread. Okay, so that's what you want to have at this point. You want to have 3 delicas sitting at the top and 3 delicas sitting at the bottom of your twin 2-hole bead. Okay, and then what you're going to do is go through all 3 delicas on the right hand side of your shape. Pull tight. You're going to pick up a Czech number 2 bugle bead. Okay, and I'm coming out of the delica there on the right hand side of my shape at the top, and I'm going to insert my needle into the white delica sitting on the right hand side there at the bottom. Okay, now that I've gone through the first delica, I'm going to continue and go through the next 2. And now I'm ready to pick up another bugle bead. Okay, right here. And I'm coming out of the delica sitting there on the left side of my shape, and I'm going to go down the one that's sitting there on the right side. Okay, just straight across. And pull on your thread. Okay, so that's the basic shape that we're going to be working with. Okay, so now I'm ready to create a connector. So to do that, I'm going to go through the delica sitting there in the center, the pink one, and pull on my thread. Okay, and to do the connector, I'm going to pick up one of my clear beads in size 11, one of my pink delicas, and another size 11 seed bead in clear. Okay, so 3 beads there on your needle, and you're going to go through the opposite side of the pink delica. And pull on your thread. And now you can go ahead and reinforce that shape by going through all of the beads that you just added on. And then I'm going to step up by going through the clear bead there on the right, as well as the delica bead there in the center. Okay, so for the next segment, I'm going to pick up one of my white delicas, a twin 2-hole bead, and another white delica. Okay, I'm going to go through the opposite side of the pink delica, sitting there in the center, and pull on my thread. Okay, so that's what you want to have. And you can go down the white delica, the next bead. Okay. You can go down the first hole of the twin 2-hole bead. Pull tight. Okay. Insert your needle through the second hole of the twin 2-hole bead. Pull on your thread. And now I'm going to pick up one white delica, a pink delica, and another white delica. go through the opposite side of the twin 2-hole bead and pull on your thread. Okay. Now I'm going to go through all 3 delicas sitting there at the top. And I'm going to pick up a bugle bead. And I'm going to go down the white delica sitting there at the bottom of the shape on the far right hand side. And pull on my thread. Okay. I'm going to continue on through the pink and white delicas there at the bottom of my shape. And now I'm ready for one more bugle bead. I'm going to go through the white and the pink delicas there at the top of my shape, the first 2 delicas, and pull on my thread. Okay, so that's what you want to have so far. Okay, so now we're ready to create another connector. So to do that, I'm going to pick up a clear bead in size 11, a pink delica, and another clear bead. Okay, go through the opposite side of your pink delica at the top of your shape and reinforce that connector by going through all of the beads that you just added on. And you can step up through the clear bead on the right and then the pink delica in the center. There we go. Okay, so we're ready to create another rectangular shape. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and pick up one of my delicas in white, one twin 2-hole bead, and another delica in white. Okay. Go through the opposite side of the delica sitting there in the center of your shape. Okay. And now I'm going to go down the delica there on the right. I'm going to go down the first hole of the twin 2-hole bead. And now I'm going to go up the second hole of that same bead. Okay, and now I'm going to frame the top part of that shape by picking up one of my white delicas, a pink delica, and another white delica. Okay, go through the opposite side of the hole that you're coming out of. And you're going to go through all 3 delicas sitting there at the top of your shape. Okay, pick up a Czech number 2 bugle. And as you can see, I'm coming out of the top on the right, and I'm going to insert my needle into all of the delicas there at the bottom of my shape. Okay, now I'm ready for another bugle. And now I'm going to go through the bead at the very top of my shape, this one here. Okay. Okay, so you can see how the pattern is coming together. And that's what you're going to do for the entire length of the bracelet or earrings or necklace, whatever you decide to make today. You're going to continue doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, and I'm going to show you right now how to do the closure. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so for the closure on my necklace, you can see that I've done a simple loop using a total of 5 beads in size 15. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side with you. So I'm exiting the pink delica in the center of my shape here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up 5 of my 50 no's. Okay, so you can see I have 3 and 2 for a total of 5. Push those down on my thread. And I'm going to go through the opposite side of the pink delica there that I'm exiting. Okay, that's what's creating the loop. And then you can go ahead and reinforce that. And you can go back down through the delica sitting there in the center of your shape. And what I can do to tie a knot is go through the first white delica there on the right hand side. And I can go on the inside of my shape and do a simple knot here. Okay, and then if I want to do a second knot, I can go down the bugle bead and insert a knot right there. Okay, so now that I've done a total of 2 knots, I'm happy that, my piece is secure. So I can get my scissors and cut off the excess thread. Okay, set that aside. I'm going to pick up one of my jump rings and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to insert my lobster claw. Okay, insert both of them through the circle that I just created. Okay, I'm also going to get the other jump ring and open it up and insert it through the loop on the other side and close it. Okay, so you can see how the necklace is attached just by opening up the lobster and inserting the jump ring. Okay, so that's how it hooks on. So anyways, that is our project for today. The very simple and easy pattern that I came up with, which basically showcases the twin 2-hole beads. It's a nice frame around all of those beautiful pink beads that are so long and elegant. It always reminds me of like an almond shape or something like that. So it's a very classic and timeless necklace that I think you'll be able to wear for many years to come. So anyways, I just want to thank everyone for spending part of their day with me, and I hope that you really enjoyed making this piece and that the steps were easy to follow. If you haven't already done so, please take a minute to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to check out my other videos. I have quite a few uploaded now, and yeah, so anyways, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye for now.